Good morning. My name is Drew Ayrit. This is going to be Drew Ayrit Vlog. We'll just call it Vlog 0 because haven't technically gotten started yet. I've been playing around with things for a couple of days now, and I think this is going to be the first one that's going to get posted online. So we're going to call it Vlog 0. And just so I'm not getting ahead of myself or too overambitious, we're going to start single digits. Get to 10, have a little celebration, and bump up to 2 digits. Get to 100, have another celebration, and then bump up to triple digits. And should I be doing this long enough and stick with it to get to 1,000, well then I guess I'll have to have a big celebration at that point when we switch to quadruple digits. So, who am I and what am I doing here? This is probably a question that I'm going to get, I'm assuming, from like friends and family when I put it up and they ask me, well, what's the point in doing a vlog and all that. So let me give you a little bit of background on me and where this idea came from. One thing you should know is that I am in a master's program right now. I'm an educator. I currently teach junior high students, and I teach them science, introduction to engineering, and a class called 21st Century Skills, where we work on things like this, like skills that you need in the 21st century, like how to create, how to produce, how to problem solve, things like that. But I'm not going to get too far into that today. It will come up, though. I am 100% sure that it'll come up as I vlog. I'm getting my master's degree right now in education technology. And that involves doing 4 classes this summer, and it is summer.
Woohoo!
Okay, so that's another thing. I've got some time to get started on this. That's another thing. But so I'm getting my master's degree from Michigan State, education technology, and one of the classes I'm taking right now, ironically not from Michigan State, but from the Art of Ed, is called Creativity in Crisis. So this is kind of a cool class, and what's kind of neat about it is it's actually for art teachers, but I don't teach art. But it's based on Sir Ken Robinson's work with creativity and the education system, and essentially it's talking about how we need to do more things to inspire creativity in our students and just in our culture in general. So one of the assignments this past week was to do what's called morning pages. And the idea behind morning pages is that you get up and in the morning, before you get started with your day, before you do much, you just write like 3 pages, and it just kind of helps you declutter your mind, vent, get some ideas flowing. So our class suggested that we do this or sketch in the morning, one of the 2 things. I, however, had another plan. I wanted to vlog because vlogging is something I've been getting into lately, not myself, but I've been I guess you'd say kind of studying people that make a living vlogging. And so it was something that I decided I wanted to give a shot. Now, what is my vlog going to actually be about? Well, it's probably pretty heavily going to be about education technology stuff for a while here, for the foreseeable future, for the next few months, just because I'm taking 4 classes this summer, and I'm going to have a lot of it on my mind. I'm going to be reading a lot, I'll be watching a lot of TED Talks, that kind of stuff. So a lot of it's going to be on my mind. But I also want it to just serve as kind of like a lifestyle vlog for myself, because I'm also a recently new father. My son's about 16 months old right now. So that obviously brings all sorts of new wonderful experiences into my life. I'm a husband. My 6th anniversary will be coming up at the end of this summer, so that's been obviously an awesome experience up to this point so far. My wife and I are getting pretty heavily into photography, so some of that will come into play because we're kind of trying to start our own photography business for the summers, because she's an educator too. And just in general, I'm just kind of a technology geek. So I love little gadgets and gizmos, and I'm always buying, there's always Amazon boxes arriving at my house with little presents in them. So I will probably end up doing, talking about my experience with those things a little bit and doing a few product reviews and things like that as well. So basically, I'm just going to let it evolve organically into whatever I find useful and maybe you find useful. Because another thing that spurred me into action here is, besides it spurring my own creativity and being a place for me to organize my thoughts, I also, for one of my previous classes, had to read an article, and I can't remember exactly where it was posted. I'll find it and I'll link it below. But it was called "Why Even the Worst Bloggers Are Making Us Smarter." And it was all based on the premise of the power of the internet and the power of connecting with other people and sharing ideas. So basically, even if you put an idea out on the internet, and even if it's not like some fabulous game-changing idea, it could go on to inspire somebody else to do something who might happen upon an idea that is groundbreaking and changes the world. So my idea and my hope, I guess, is that I will get some ideas out there that will be good for me and just my thought process. But hopefully in doing that, I might help a few other people. And then those few other people go on to help another few other people. And, it's kind of I see it as kind of like a pay it forward type of situation. So whether that happens or not, who knows? As long as I'm finding value in it, then I will continue to do it, whether anybody's watching or not. So I think that gives you probably pretty much the basis of what this is going to be. And you'll see, I'm sure, things evolving over time if you stick with me. And you'll get a better feel, after a couple weeks, you probably get a better feel for the kind of vibe that I'm going to be putting out.
The reason I came over here was I got to introduce you to a buddy of mine. Anyway, about my friend.
With this, a lot of it's going to be done probably just like this in my office in the morning with me drinking a cup of coffee. It's like 4 in the morning right now. This is when I get up. This is when I get my things done for the day. So I'm hoping that by doing this in the mornings, I can get my productivity going, I can get my creative juices flowing, that sort of thing. As I reflected on my experience with doing these morning vlogs, because I've been doing them for about a week, I just haven't been posting them, I said that I kind of see myself as following the principle of inertia, in that if I'm at rest, I tend to stay at rest, and if I get moving, and I am moving, then I keep moving. So my hope is that this vlog, by doing this, I can get myself moving and gain some momentum for the day. And, who knows, maybe it'll gain some momentum in other areas of my life as well, and keep me productive and keep me creating. And hopefully it might spur a few other people to gain a little momentum as well. So I hope you find it useful. Feel free to comment and I will, respond, and I hope to see you again soon. So Ayrit, vlog number 0 in the books.